Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn as we're in base preparing for battle with a little bit of shopping when there is items on there that we can take. Very powerful items indeed. We will take them when they are exactly half price. So 4,000 gold for this. I want to just move it to the convoy, but of course it needs me to press start or plus to do that. So we'll send it to the storage. That is bought, and they've got the Worm Slayer there as well. Pretty good find indeed. And we'll give that to, well, our Sword Master, or Sword Mistress, however way you want to put it. But we'll leave the concoction. We've got tons of healers around after all. The one thing I've been wondering apart from that, though, is can Soren learn to use stats in the future? I'm pretty sure he can after all. But we also have ourselves other things like the armory to check out. We've got like a Wind Edge we could possibly buy. I think that is the most interesting weapon of the lot. Plus we could level up to level 2 of certain spells for Soren to use. Maybe we'll just take an Elfire there. We'll probably be able to pick one up in the future, so he's probably fine using level 1 spells, to be honest. And then of course we've got the Forge apart from that, so we could craft a special weapon. Like a tome here. We can do thunder and wind, not fire. So we could base it on a thunder tome. Increase its power nicely. Just give it the best possible. And you can see exactly what does what stat now as well. That's kind of cool. So it seems no matter what the raise is, always the 2,200 limit. So for example, you can make a super weapon there. Not that you'd need to. Let's just say make it a little bit better. Not so great, but not so bad either. We don't need to increase its weight, do we? It's down what we'd normally want its weight at, but to be honest, it's fine as the weight as it is. So we can change its color there. Why would you need to change it from its kind of orange? And then you have yourself a thunder. So that's all fine. Not that we really need to use that right now, so it's a little bit more simple in that sense. Supposedly, I've heard you can use coins as well to do something. We'll check that out later. The main reason we're still in this page is we've got skills to equip now. Of course, we got them carried over from our party. And with Rolf there, with a low level, and with us liking Rolf so much and him having the bonus stats and all, I was thinking of giving him the Paragon skill that we've moved over. Doubles experience points gained sounds pretty good. So we can freely move these in and out of people, no issue. So we can get Rolf leveling up. We got weapons skill ×2. Nullify cancels enemies bonuses. And we got the renewal. So let's put them on some people quickly. Makes sense to kind of have renewal on a tankier guy. Let's put it on you, because you're going to be probably right at the front of a lot of our stuff. So you can just put it on no problem and then remove no problem as well. It's quite kick-ass in that fashion. Nullify, who do we want that on? We've got counter there. We've got miracle already on you. I don't know. So, for example, we could take provoke from Sheen on and move that onto someone else, like Ike, for example. So that would be kind of cool, in a way. It makes for some interesting strategies. We've got Wrath over here, example, on Neff. This cancel ability. We could put Pass onto someone else. We could put Shade onto someone else. These are all nice abilities to take and move around if we need to. Right, Mia has Vantage, of course. Not that we've had any of those proc, even with our high skill values. What happens if we nullify? Cancels enemies' bonuses. To be honest, probably better stir off on a frontline fighter. Maybe even something like Gatry, actually. And then discipline for 2 times weapon experience goes on to who? Well, bring up the weapon skill thing. And to be honest, considering everyone's mostly S's, let's apply that to Soren. So most of these can only be applied to dynamic skills to assign or unassign. Most of them can only be applied to Beork, it seems, as well. So we've gained ourselves those nice new abilities. Now we've got supports as well to check out. So units available for support too. We can continue our support with Soren, for example, as we have done. Support level raised to C. So that would just switch the support over, I'm guessing. And override the previous one. Yep. So that's how that goes down. Titania there can support with Mist. Soren can support with Ike. Reese and Mia can support again. They're the best of buds after all, gaining attack and hit. So attack's going to cover magic stat as well, is it? Gatry and Shinon, I'm guessing, are... Oh no, it's Mia. Weird. Heather and Neff. Neff with anyone else but... Neff and Brom, Neff and Heather. Well, Heather might be on the field more than Brom. So let's do that for now anyway. Gives them some stats after all. Mia and Titania. Attack, defense, and hit. Which leaves you unable to get a support for now, but it's some extra bonuses. You can think of it that way. Not so bad. Of course, we could have jigged it out a different way, but all the same. I like the way that looks at the moment. So with all that done, items gained, market checked out. Supposedly, one thing we can do as well is... the Florette here. We could sell the silver card if we don't want to buy anything else this turn, because otherwise it gets taken back. I'm not looking to buy anything else at the moment. I'm quite fine for items, so maybe I've made a mistake, maybe I haven't. Maybe I've heard my things right. We go to battle once again. Supports made, extra stats, extra abilities, all that jazz. Here we go. Ike, are you in position? Yeah. Ready when you are. We'll leave the troops on the left to you, Beor. Sound good? Fine by me. We'll teach these nobles a thing or two. Alright, move out! So just the Beork to fight. The Beork squad. We've been shuffled off to the side. Everyone is in battle, it seems. Maybe we don't even have to choose any units after all. 16 people ready to fight. Reposition a little bit though, because it's usually better to have a couple more physical guys at the front lines. High, you can travel a lot farther as well. And then we've got Ileana, we've got a lot of other... Well, Brom's kind of slow. Shinon, Rolf. Obvious reason for that is that the horses can travel a lot further. Let's keep you as backline, Brom. Alright, so we have enemies all around us. They're probably not coming through these trees. This is a big old map. We've got wyverns as well. Lots of them, so they might be flowing towards us fast. And the boss is in the corner here. Istvan. Alright then, short axe, nothing to gain there. Dragon Master. Fair few troops on the battlefield. Let's check for items, as we do. So most people just have no killer stuff. There's a Reaper card that you can steal from an Axe Paladin over here. You can steal that steel sword. A coin over here. But I'd say, apart from that, nothing too important. That Horse Slayer is probably something we should worry about, though. And this guy has bolting, so far off, on the distance. Maybe we don't have to worry at the moment. Maybe we do. We'll find out as we start our first charge. Of course, if we charge towards those guys, we'll be meeting a nice troop of spellcasters. Probably not so good for us. As the player phase begins, I was wondering if there'd be any more elucidation as to what is going on. Alright, Horse Slayer guys over here. That is a shame, because I kind of wanted to get near and do something with Titania. But we can do all the same. Because noticing what we've got there, we've got the short axe for a ×2 hit, don't we? So the battle begins. We want you to gain attack experience after all. Alright, so we need someone lured in to take the damage from you, basically with a lesser defense than 20. I'm pretty sure we can manage that. Alright, the real problem is these spellcasters over here. It seems only one of them can get in range, maybe this guy as well. he can get to there, so he can't attack here or here, so I can kill these two this turn if I move forward. The main problem then would be this guy, who can definitely get in, has a fair bit of speed, but even Guthrie has enough speed to fend off a double, so it's not too bad. Alright then. All we have to worry about is there. Let's push and start doing some damage, wouldn't you say? Going with the Steel Great Lance because of the best hit chance. Nope, we'll go with the Iron Lance because it does have better hit chance, and I think we can deal without that damage being completely win-win. Especially when he's not going to do any back to us. Alright then, which means we can send Rolf quite nicely, toddling forward. The real question is that second guy, really. It's this man here. One, everyone will probably try to make it past Guthrie anyway. It's his ability to double I'm worried about. He shouldn't double on Rolf all the same, but he'll give Rolf a solid whack. And this guy might choose to go for Rolf as well. The thing is, though, he'll probably choose to go for the non-ranged opponent, which would be Guthrie. So let us ping one shot over this way, eh? Using the Rolf's bow instead of the steel one. Might be silly, but still, we want the hit chance. And that is a big boost of experience, wouldn't you say? Using our new skill to get those levels on. Well, that's a nice level. Speed, defense, strength, skill. Everything an archer, growing archer needs. You gonna match Shinon already for stats? Wouldn't put it past him, would you? Alright then, we've got a chance at Steel Lancing over here. Of course, you're fairly resilient yourself, sir. Boyd, how's his double potential? Not likely to be doubled. We could always walk forward first of all and crossbow. Or we could just walk right to the face and with a lower hit chance of the enemy, smack him down a bit. It's not a bad idea. Now this guy can go not too far. Whoever stands here can take the go, so I'll make it you, Boyd. One solid whack there will do quite nicely for me. If you could dodge the attack as well, that would be best. Alright, Neff's got the chance to not javelin because she hasn't got anything currently. We could, of course, shift something like that over to her. Har's a bit too far. How do we get the killing blow? Probably not be able to take out that guy at this rate, so it's basically now trying to put people into a lure position. From over there, maybe. We could even take this guy out with Oscar if we wanted to. We don't have any ranged super stuff to be able to take some guys down with. Don't really want these ones too near the Horse Slayer, but all the same, we do need to send someone this time round there. We could just send Ike very scarily forward. But his res is his only weakness, you'd have to say. Wait there, sir. That should block off most of the terrain this way, so someone can move forward. The real question is, of course, we can't put anyone in this attack range or that attack range. It would be a bit softer for our enemies there, so wait there. Everyone else can move up apart from that. What's this guy got? Steel Lance. Not a problem. First turn with so many units, just getting into a kind of range where we can do something is always the problem. Do something effectively. I wouldn't mind Neff in there. His res is nicely topped up after all. We'll go for Ike if anyone, which is probably better than Titania. Oscar's a higher level as well. And I reckon if I did trade that spear over, we'd be fine all the same. So short spear going over. Stick with the lance there, sir. Head this way. All the horses versus the horse slayers. It sounds weird, but it's probably going to work fine. Now, the other question we have, or the other answer we have, that can go there. He'll probably attack Gatli. Got a high amount of res on Neff. Nope, we'll go for here. Don't want too many attacks going on one friend after all. It's a lower hit than you'd like. No real experience gain there. All the same, it does cloy a little bit, block a little bit of the path off. And if anything, I'd say putting Har in a good position will probably be fine as well. I don't want to put him too near any thunder though. So this means that Rolf could only get attacked by one melee, and the rest can move up apart from that fact. It's just a weird first go, let's put it that way. Not too certain on what to do. Not too certain who they'll attack. Not too certain on which way to go. Not too certain on who we want to build the experience on. Apart from Rolf, anyway. Of course we want to get it on Ike as well. Well, here comes the ranged troops. Now, as expected, the spell lands on Gatli. You would choose him, wouldn't you? He's the most vulnerable to it as well. I'm not going to do it to Rolf. Rolf will ping arrows back. That would be bad for you. Of course, one attack going on to Rolf, or you cannot attack back. Dodging. Is he going to be as Rolf was before? And going for Neff with the sword. So it's spear versus sword. We have the advantage. Well, we know we're not getting a KO this turn. Alright, running away. The mages are nicely drawn in, which is what we want. Are you going to go down now? Only one hit or two? Well, you got countered for some HP as well. Actually hitting Titania. We'll send some of that back. Here comes the cavalry. We've got to worry about advancing too far forward and getting in a sticky situation. I say though, we can probably send Ike in quite nicely, and he'll be able to clear up a lot. Right, we have several horse users. No horse slayer of our own, of course. Plus we've got all this down here. Rolf can easily take one back here, so that's not so bad. Sorting stuff out for Neff is what I want to sort, though. Let's lower his HP a little bit with Ilyana. It was only a level 1 unit, I think, first ranked. Not anything higher than that. So we will stand here for the time being. Still Lance will definitely hit. We have units to level again, if you know what I mean. So we need to sort things out. I apologise for not getting Neff up to level 20 by trying to get her up now. One of the questions I have is, how well can I get in on a certain mage at the background there? Not so well, unless Har does the job. Of which he might be able to throw an axe. He will be able to take down the enemy, but at wrath of his own demise a little bit. He will take a lot of damage in exchange if it hits. And then it can crit as well. It's the other mages we want to get taken down, though. Alright. I'm guessing Rolf can ping attacks over to each of these guys and easily take them down. The main problem is our horse foes coming in as well. So, I mean, we have the power. Oh, wow, you can double this guy? Well, if you can, go ahead, sir. As far as I'm concerned, Boyd, you're sorting a situation out for me. Puts you in range of a mage, but I think we can live, don't you? One mage, not one horseman. That's all good. I think we have ourselves a working strategy of which we'll employ next turn. With that guy taken out, if we can take this one too, we're going to be looking fairly good. Join us next time for more Fire Emblem as we start to disperse across the battlefield with all these Greil Mercs, all these old characters. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.